Hello, this is a Westin Mike the Pike, and this one's 28 centimetres, 11 inches long, and it weighs 185 grams, and it says it's a low float. I'm not actually sure what low float means, but I'm sure it means something. The head's hard and the body's soft, and they've got a quick release system for the head if you want to change the body if the body gets ripped up. They say it's quick release. In my opinion, it's not. Maybe there's a technique for it, but I find it actually quite difficult to get off. You got two rings here. First one's fishes it shallower. Second one fishes it deeper. They're a pike, as you can see, or meant to represent a pike. They come with one treble, which in a lure this size probably is enough. Nothing to stop you putting a stinger on, I suppose, if you wanted to. They're incredibly realistic in the water. Like, you know, they really are. All these little fins move. Yeah, they really are. They've got a really nice action to them. I've never caught sod all on them. Although I do like them, actually. I mean, I do think they look quite good, but I've never caught anything on them. I've only ever trolled with them. But, you know, if you got the gear, you can cast them. 185 grams. Yeah, you need a pretty serious outfit to be casting that about. But I've trolled these about, you know, several times, actually. Like when I've done trolling for pike a few years ago, where I used to do quite a bit. These always got a fish, but I've never caught anything on them. I'm not saying you wouldn't. In fact, I'm sure you would, because they are super lifelike in the water. But once again, we're, you know, I'm back with this sort of... Although this isn't a massive bait, I must admit. But there's a lot of pike imitations out there, you know. There's the line through one, that which I've already previewed. And the general idea seems to be like big pike are going to eat smaller pike. And in my opinion, I'm sure they do, but, you know, how often do they? And this is not a selective bait for big pike, because that bait does not exist. You'll catch pike on this lure almost the same size as the lure as you will on any other lure. So, yeah, there we go. They cost about €15. $15, I suppose that's about £12, something like that. And there's nothing wrong with them at all. They're all right. They will catch fish, but they've never caught any fish for me. It's got the diving depth on the front there as 2 to 4 metres. I would say that's pretty fair. To be honest, that probably is what they dive to. Yeah, they're a perfectly good lure, and they are incredibly lifelike in the water. I mean, fair play to them. It really does look like a fish, and all the fins move and everything. But yeah, is it any better than any other pike lure? I don't think so, really. And being sort of super realistic, is that necessary? Well, it's obviously not necessary, because, you know, you can catch pike on a sawn down spoon with some holes in the end for a hook and a swivel at the other end. So, you know, pike aren't waiting for a super realistic lure. They're going to snap at anything that takes their fancy. But there we go, nothing wrong with it at all. It's a perfectly good lure. I never caught anything on them, but yeah, that's just my bad luck. The Westin Mike the Pike, and this is 185 gram version. They do other versions which are bigger, and I've got a feeling they might even do a smaller one, but they're not a bad thing at all.